Problem number 1. The number of suicides among soldiers has increased approximately linearly from 69 suicides in 2002 and 154 suicides in 2008. Let n be the number of suicides among soldiers in the year that is T years since 2000. So basically what we want is a relationship between the time and the number of suicides. Now we often think of this as x and this as y, but for this problem we have to use the appropriate variables. And since there is a time offset for the years, we can actually list down the actual years here, and then the years since 2000 means when we're talking about 2000 we have 0 for t. Now in this problem we're not given this information about what this is, so for now let's leave it blank. But we know that in the year 2002 there were 69 suicides. Now 2002 offset from 2000 is a difference of 2, so t is equal to 2 for that case. Similarly, in 2008 we have 154 suicides, and so 2008 minus 2000 gives us a t-value of 8. So we essentially have 2 points. We have 2, 69 and 8, 154. Now given these 2 points, what we want to do is we want to find the slope and the y-intercept, or we'll call it the slope and the n-intercept. So let's try to do this carefully with x's and y's and replace it with n's and t's. So the slope here, let's continue to call it m for slope, is equal to the difference in the n values, like the y values, so n2 minus n1, divided by the difference in the x values, or in this case the t values, t2 minus t1. So it doesn't matter which one was the first point and the second point, it should all be the same. So we'll call this n2, 154, minus 69, divided by 8, minus 2. Now this is probably not going to be a nice number, so let's go ahead and punch it in our calculators. We have 154 minus 69 in the numerator. That's 85, and then 8 minus 2 is 6, and so we have 85 divided by 6 is 14.167. So let's just call it 14.17. This is our slope. We can actually answer this first question already. The slope is equal to 14.17. What does this mean? First of all, it's positive. That means this is increasing. And then it's increasing by the slope, whatever the slope is per year. So the number of suicides is increasing about 14.17 people, soldiers, per year. So that is the meaning of the slope. Now let's find the n-intercept, and in doing so we can finally put down our answer for the equation of the line. So let's write this as y. Well, let me write it first as y is equal to mx plus b, and let's change our values here appropriately. So our values will change according to the different variables. So we have n is equal to, our m we found to be 14.17. Our x is actually t, and our b is the variable that we're looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow some values from one of these points. Either one would work. So let me just choose the first one. So t is equal to 2 and n is equal to 69. When we put those values in, n is equal to 69 is equal to 14.17 times t, which is equal to 2, plus b. This will allow us to solve for b. So first we need to multiply, and then we're going to subtract. So let's do that. Let's multiply 14.167. I already have that in my calculator, times 2. That's 28.333. And I need to subtract that, or I need to add. So let me put a minus sign in front of this thing, and then add it to 69. And I get 40.67, let's call it. And that's what b is equal to. So your y-intercept, or your n-intercept, is going to be b is equal to 40.67. What does this mean? Recall that when n-intercept, it's the same as having the other variable. In this case, the other variable is t equal to 0. And remember, when t is equal to 0, you're actually looking at the year 2000. So what we can say here is, in the year 2000, there were about 40 to 41 suicides. Okay, so now we can finally get the actual equation down. Let's write this equation with the appropriate b value. So the equation is n, that's your y, is equal to 14.17t plus the b value of 40.67. So this is our slope, or this is our equation of the linear model that describes a relationship between the number of suicides and the years since 2000.